I'm here to ask a question. Somebody wanted to know, is racism okay? So when it comes to this sort of topics like this, I had to really do my research about certain things about racism. I will say that racism does exist in our time. So I should have let you guys know ahead of time, but I don't know when I'll ever get a chance to really do stuff like this. Um, do I think that racism is okay? No. Some of you might say, well, Joe, a lot of people are thinking that racism is okay. That's only because they're only really benefiting racism. If you're benefiting it, yeah, you probably more likely to think that it is okay, but it's not. Racism, again, still does exist, and even into the modern day. But what's really interesting is that racism is, how could I say this? There has been a lot of race baiting, a lot, um, as I've been seeing throughout the years in my lifetime. That like there's a lot of black men against black women against black men, black women against black men, and somewhat and so forth, and many other races against their own kind due to reasons of their own being. Um, I think that personally, Mormonism is the most whitest religion of all time. I'm not taking that back either. Um, I think that that's a religion for white people, or or false people, to be honest. But yeah, at least that's how it's perceived to be. Um, what else? Um, that that I heard that some case of as far as for Mormonism, y'all think that black people are cursed and so on and so forth, and y'all doctrine is so upside down. It's downright funny. I can see it not only as a comedian can talk about it. What else? Uh, Black women and feminism. Let me tell you something. Black women and finally, finally waking up to the fact that feminism is not for them. Not all black women, but some. I'm glad that some of them are finally waking up to the fact that, hey, how come we trashing our men, but then they're trashing men, but they're still with them. They're still marrying theirs, and whatnot and so forth. What else? There's a lot of talk. I know that we've been calling names. I believe that whole what you call it what's ironic about the whole gender name pronoun thing? We used to call they them and all that kind of stuff. I think that's kind of racist too, because back in the day they used to call us colored folk they, like oh they over there. They used to call us that, but nobody wants to read their history. But that's no here or there. That's no here or there. What else? Uh, racism. Um, who I am really concerned is I'm really concerned about white people. I know that I talked about y'all earlier, but I am really concerned about you guys because y'all race is dying out due to breeding. And I heard that probably less than like 15 to 10 to 15 years, y'all probably going to be not even the majority, the minority. And also, since y'all, try to try to cut the uh, killing off the babies. Yeah, that's why the reason why they stopped doing killing off the babies because the white race was dying off because possibly a lot of white women were doing a lot of killing off the babies, and that's why they tried to shut down that program. So there's a lot of talk about white people this year, at least as far as for me, is that I've heard y'all have conversations about not bathing. Yes, there's actual conversations about white people taking like at least a week before until they wait take a bath. Now I can understand that y'all don't go if an individual doesn't go nowhere, and I mean nowhere and they just stuck in their house maybe like for a day or so, not bathe. I I know it's kind of gross, but you need to do it. But if it's almost to a week to a point that where people can smell you and all that, it's like ugh, that y'all just look unsanitary. And you know what's another thing about that? What I also know is that back in the day, in the Renaissance days or the Dark Era, um, the reason why most of those European people back then died out, you probably think it was because of the plague. I believe, in my theory, I believe that there is some part of that is true, but the main reason why was there was a lot of dying out is because they was not bathing. It was because they was not dating, mate, bathing, or washing their butt, whatever y'all call it. It's a lot of racism out there. Um, like I said earlier, racism is only okay when people benefited from it. What else? What else about racism? I disagree. I know there's a lot of people that have like certain races hate other races for their own reasons, and I know that and maybe they possibly had like a lot of bad experiences with bad with other people of other colors and nations and whatnot. But I think this also has to do with unforgiveness. I think there's a lot of unforgiveness and a lot of when it comes to racism. Um, and they're still holding on to that grudge. I mean, there's a bad apple in every group. That spoil a whole bunch. But I also, yeah. But like I said, I think unforgiveness is the reason why people could be holding racism towards one another. Um, what else? What else? What else? I think, yeah, I just think that I wish that we could um, live better, but only when Yeshua comes back, that's when we'll probably act right, possibly. Um, but yeah, I just think it's a lot. It's just a lot going on. I know there's more deeper subject in racism, but yeah. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that racism is okay? I just want to know. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. It's your man Joe. See you guys in another video or so. May Yeshua be with y'all, as always. Amen.